my channel. This video is all about how to sprout in a jar. I recently found out about this and I was super excited because that means I can actually sprout things while I'm traveling in a jar. I don't need a vegetable garden to be able to do this, and I can save some money in the process. So let me show you what I'm talking about. If you don't know what I mean by sprouting, think about in the grocery store you can find alfalfa sprouts, broccoli sprouts, kale sprouts, even beans you can sprout. But right now I'm just going to focus on sprouting kale seeds because that's what I bought most recently, and I'm going to give it a go. So what you need is just a large jar. It can be a mason jar, it can be a jar from something else that you've already washed out, and that's totally fine too. The good thing about the mason jars though is that they have a lid that comes apart, because I will use this ring of the lid, and then you just need some mesh. This is actually just like screen door mesh that I picked up at Home Depot, and I just cut it into a square because it comes in a full-on roll here. This was $5. I think they sell sheets that are smaller than this, and they might be even cheaper, so definitely cheap. And then you want to buy some seeds of your preference, whether broccoli seeds, kale seeds, alfalfa seeds, and you can either get those at Whole Foods. Sometimes Whole Foods carries them, sometimes Home Depot even carries them. Just make sure that they are organic and non-GMO, and I chose to pick some that were of the heirloom variety because that's a really good high quality seed. So basically what you need to do is you just need to take a tablespoon or tablespoon and a half, pour the seeds into the jar, and then I don't want to use the sink water because the sink water here is not nice, not good. This is just filtered water that I've taken out of my Berkey. If you want more information about the Berkey, I have a video on that. It's called Travel Berkey, and I will link it below. So once the seeds are in there, you're just going to pour the water in and make sure that you've covered the seeds. And then you're going to put the little screen on there, and then cover it up, just like that. And you want to just put this kind of like in a place in your kitchen that is not in direct sunlight. And you're going to let these soak for 2 to 6 hours. After you've let them soak, you're just going to take the water, you're going to pour it out, and then, this is the make-believe jar. What you're going to do is come up with something like this. You want to leave your sprouts at an angle so any excess water will trickle out and into a little bowl here. This looks like a cat bowl, but it's not. It's just some small random bowl that's in this apartment. So as you can see, the seeds are kind of up along the wall of the jar, and these particular seeds have been here since last night, and I can actually start to see tiny little tails growing on them. With kale, you want to wait at least 5 to 6 days. You're gonna see them start to sprout. Kale is something that is, for some reason, does not grow as much as alfalfa sprouts or broccoli sprouts, but it should, the amount of a tablespoon and a half should almost fill this entire jar. So I will come back to you in a few days' time to show you what it looks like, and then again at the time when I feel like they're completely mature, so you can see what they look like, and then you can just throw them on your food and have really nutrient-dense food. And something that I've heard, and I will definitely be doing, is talking to my seeds and encouraging them to grow, talking to my water, telling it to be pure. You're good little kale seeds and you're gonna do great. So I will see you in 6 days. Bye! Alright, it's been 6 days since I put the kale seeds into the jar to do their thing, and I've been rinsing them every 12 hours, so basically like twice a day, and they are just about ready. When I said to put a tablespoon to a tablespoon and a half, I actually truly meant it, because I had a little bit less than that as far as seeds go when I started, and so it produced a lot less sprouts than I wanted it to. Something interesting that happened is I did this in a purple glass jar, which I've never done before, and the kale actually turned out kind of purple, which I find crazy. I know that there's no dye in this that's like coming off of the glass, but I find that really interesting. So if you've had any experience like that, please let me know. It's really crazy. So I don't know if it's just because they were in like a purple shadow. They're really pretty, but I'm hoping that they're still good to eat. So let me go ahead and show you what these look like close up. And what I will do next is just toss them on top of my salad to add in some extra nutrients. So that's it. That's my experience with sprouting some kale seeds. I want to definitely try alfalfa and broccoli next. And I need to find a place where I can buy more than just a small packet of seeds so that I can do this over and over and have jars going, multiple jars going at one time. So let me know if you know anywhere to buy good quality seeds online. I will definitely order them up and give this a shot. See if you like it, see if they work for you, and I will see you next time. Bye.